Hello everyone, Pentuf here today for a new video concerning the FV4202. Probably not a lot of people are playing the tank actually, and I want to give my full opinion on this tank. The main subject of this video is to try to convince Wargaming to maybe give a buff to the FV. I know that the FV4202 is a controversial tank, because Wargaming, for a short period of time, I don't remember, it was probably during the 5.6 update, or maybe even before, they kept buffing and nerfing the FV4202 at pretty much each single update. One update, the tank had something like 270 millimeters of penetration with hash, and the second after they nerfed, I don't know, the reload to make it more balanced. After they put back the reload and they nerfed the hash penetration. That was hilarious. Honestly, it was hilarious at first, but Wargaming finally stopped doing this, but they stopped doing this by letting the tank having something like 230 hash penetration. And oh boy, does it suck. Because the FV4202 already at that time when they finally untouched it, everybody thought that the tank was becoming shit, but now with the upcoming ATGMs, with missiles running around, you don't have much things to do with this tank. You probably would rather play the Sheridan than this power-crept tank. Completely destroyed, in my opinion, the FV4202 by the new tier 10s that are coming into the game. You can't really do anything because the main problem of the tank, and its great weakness and its great strength at the same time, is the hash. But the problem I have with the hash is that you don't have enough penetration. I know you can tell me, yeah, Pentuf, you can still run it with with the skill that allows you, the calibrated shell that allows you to have a better penetration. But the main problem is it's not enough. It's not enough. With this tank, I hope Wargaming is gonna do something, but in the current state, I think you can do really great things with the tank. Of course, you're gonna have good games. It happens to everybody, but let's face it, you are probably gonna play better your Sheridan than your FV4202, and that's logic. That's logic because Sheridan is completely broken with the ATGM mechanisms, and this one doesn't have it. But still, the main problem with this tank is it's not suitable for any kind of roles. Look at that. See the turret. If I put gold shell, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through pretty much anytime without even struggling, and even without gold shells, I'm gonna go through most of the time. Therefore, you can't really hull down. Concerning the side scrap, you can side scrap with it because the side armor, it's an English tank, a British tank, sorry, and all British tanks have really bad side armor. That's the case of the FV4202, it's not an exception, and you are probably gonna get wrecked multiple times concerning the side armor. Therefore, you can side scrap. Also, the tank has one of the worst mobility out of all tier 10 medium tanks. Therefore, it's not extremely good to take advanced position at the beginning of the game, such as the one I'm trying to take, for example, right now. Also, concerning the penetration with APCR is standard, but the penetration with hash is not the best. Therefore, when you are forced to use gold to penetrate your target, you are not gonna be. It's not gonna be useful. I mean, the playstyle of the FV4202 is so specific that it's a struggle to make it work at every single battle you're gonna play. Most of the time, it's either you are lucky concerning your matchmaking and you finish the game with, you end in the game with all tier 9s, and therefore hash penetration is not a problem because it's enough, or you're gonna be with full tier 10s, ATGMs, mouse, E100, and you're not gonna use your hash. But what's the point of playing an FV4202 if I can't use the hash? There is no point of playing it, because if you remove the hash out of this tank, it's just a regular, aka worst medium tank ever. And that's the problem. That's why we need something to change about the tank. Or there is two possibilities, at least in my opinion. It's either Wargaming really buffs the tank and makes it like it was in the good old day, a great tank, concerning the hash penetration. Maybe try to increase the hash penetration. It will already be a great buff. Or, if you don't want to do that, just remove it. Remove it and replace it with the Centurion Action 10 the same way we did in World of Tank PC. And let all players that already have the tank in the garage keeping their FV4202. But please do something. The tank in its current state, it's not funny to play. It's not a good tank. You are gonna struggle to have good games. I mean, you already know how it is, and I think it's the same for the AV1A3, but the main difference with the AV1A3 is that with the AV1A3 you don't need to be close combat, and you don't need to use that much gold too often, and you have the penetration with the AV1A3, even if you, with your regular shells. If you want to go through an E100 turret, you can with the AV1A3. With this one, no, you can't. It's impossible. That's why they need to do something about the hash. Make the tank relevant. Again, Wargaming, please. Or remove it, or remove the tank, maybe replace it, but do something. Now, something that is interesting about the tank, I think the two main things about it is the hull armor. The hull armor is really great on this tank because, of course, you are extremely angled, therefore it's going to be a struggle for your enemies to penetrate you there. But let's face it, who in 2020 is shooting an FV4202 in the hull? Nobody, because if they see your hull, they can see your turret. If they see your turret, they're gonna shoot your turret and not your hull. So it's a bad tank. It's a bad tank. I don't like it. I know some YouTubers really love the FV4202, but I clearly don't share their opinion. It's power crept. It was already power crept 10 updates ago, so imagine how the tank performs today. Nobody's playing the tank anymore. Just check the ace tanker. The ace tanker we just did. We did 4k damage and 4 kills, and it was enough to get the ace tanker. Do that with a Sheridan, you're gonna have a third class, or not something higher. That's why they need to work on this. So now, how do you want to perform for everybody already having an FV4202? How do you want to play it? Try to go where light armored tanks are. It's important. If you want to use your great DPM, you need to go where light armored tanks are, because if you face mouse or E100, you're clearly not going to be able to penetrate them with Ash. Except, of course, if you manage to circle them, but I'm not talking about a circle situation. I'm here talking about a real encounter, face-to-face. So yeah, always choose your targets in order to be able to penetrate them with Ash, even if it's going to be a struggle a lot of time for you. Ah, god damn it. And it's a bad thing. I loved my FV4202 back in the days. I was playing. I remember when they buffed the hash to 270 millimeters of penetration, and I was playing this tank all the time. I was clearly spamming this tank because with 270 millimeters of penetration, you are indestructible. You are gonna destroy everything. Now it changed because World of Tank Blitz is changing, everybody's changing, but if everybody's changing except one tank, I don't see the point. Change the tank, change something, buff it. Please, Wargaming, I hope you're gonna see this video and do something about the tank. And are they really gonna do something about the tank? I don't know, because based on the charts, the tank is actually doing not well, it's doing average. But usually when a tank is doing average, Wargaming is buffing it, except they don't give a fuck about the tank anymore. It happens with a couple of them, but I keep some hope, because the Tiger 2 was really power creep for a very long time, and after a while Wargaming decided to buff it. So why can't they do the same thing on the FV4202? They can. So now most of the time with your FV4202 you should try some peekaboo. Don't try all down, because I already told you that the turret sucks, especially the turret armor. But peekaboo should do the trick, especially with the hash. Even if you don't penetrate, you're gonna be able to do at least 200 damage most of the time. It's enough. Not the best for 6.5 seconds of reload, but still, you're gonna do good games. And that's funny, because I'm telling you that the tank sucks, but I'm telling you the tank sucks on an ace tanker game. I know, but that's for you to be entertained. I could have showed you a lot of gameplay where I get completely destroyed at the beginning of the game with my AV422. That's gonna be boring for you to see me struggling for 10 minutes straight talking over a bad replay. But still, that was my rant about the AV422. I just hope Wargaming is gonna do something about it, and if they can do something about it, please make it happen soon, because I loved my AV422 back in the days, and I don't want to live in the shadow of what once was for me the best tank ever. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you agree or if you disagree, feel free to tell me in the comments. What do you think Wargaming should change about the tank to make it effective again? Or do you think it's already effective? I really want to know. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.